There are many ways to become rich. Of course, it's not usually easy, and many get-rich-quick methods can actually make things more complicated for us. Here are 15 lottery millionaires who lost absolutely everything. Number 15. Michael Carroll. He was working as a garbage collector at the age of 19 when he won the jackpot of £10 million sterling, which would be about $15 million in 2002. But a taste for the wildlife, cocaine, parties, prostitutes, and cars put him right back where he started in just 5 years. The last we heard is that the former garbage collector was hoping to get his job back. Number 14. Luke Pitar, born in Guelph. Luke Pitar won $1.9 million in the lottery in 2006, but he spent it all on a trip to the Canary Islands, a wedding, and a house. A year later, Pitar had to take a job at McDonald's making burgers. He lost everything. According to him, he says he's happy and that the remaining winnings are earning interest. Number 13. Lara and Robert Griffiths. Before winning the lottery, this couple almost never argued. They bought their dream house for $1 million and a Porsche. But only 6 years after winning the lottery, Robert left in his Porsche after Lara confronted him about emails suggesting his interest in another woman. Their 14-year marriage ended. A stranger set fire to their house and every cent of their fortune disappeared. Basically, winning the lottery destroyed their lives. Number 12. Kaylee Royer. This teenage mother was only 16 years old when she won $3 million in the UK lottery in 2003. She was too young to know how to manage her money or where it would lead her. Royer got together with a loser, had 2 children, and squandered the rest on parties, vacations, and gifts for her friends. Now Kelly works as a housekeeper and is facing bankruptcy. Number 11. Ivy Roncaioli. Ontario resident Ivy Roncaioli won $5 million in the lottery in 1991, but she never told her husband. And decided to spend it. When Joseph Roncaioli, her husband, a gynecologist, found out that Ivy had given $2 million of her fortune to a secret son she had with another man, he poisoned her with painkillers. He was found guilty of murder and, according to reports, asked Ivy's family for help to pay for her funeral expenses. Number 10. Evelyn Adams. Against all odds, in the mid-1980s, Evelyn won the lottery twice, once in 1985 and again in 1986. The New Jersey native won $5.4 million, but according to many sources, she gambled it all away at a casino in Atlantic City. Today, she lives in a trailer park and has lost everything. Number 9. Sharon Tirabassi. In 2004, Sharon Tirabassi, a single mother who had been on government assistance, cashed an Ontario lottery check for $10.5 million. She later spent her winnings on a big house, luxury cars, designer clothes, lavish parties, exotic trips, and loans to family and friends. All of this in less than a decade. Now, she rides public buses again, works part-time, and lives in a rented house. Number 8. Vivian Nicholson. This lady won the lottery in 1961 in Great Britain. She won £152,000 sterling, which today would be $2.5 million. Unfortunately, she lost it all filling her closet with high-fashion items and on parties, as well as on bad business deals. Years later, Nicholson was unemployed, widowed, and had also been married 5 times. She was never able to recover even a tenth of what she had won. Number 7. William Budd. God was listening in 1988 when William Post won the Pennsylvania lottery jackpot. But one bad thing started happening after another. An ex-girlfriend sued him for a share of the prize and won. His brother hired a hitman hoping to inherit some of the winnings, and relatives constantly pestered him for money. Within a year, William was $1 million in debt and declared bankruptcy. He now lives on food stamps and a $450 monthly stipend. Number 6. Americo Lopez. Construction worker Americo Lopez won the lottery in New Jersey. He quit his job and then lied about doing so because he needed foot surgery. However, many months later, Lopez confided in a colleague about his sudden resignation. He had won $38.5 million in the lottery jackpot. But there was a catch. Lopez had bought the ticket as part of a group of 6 men from his work, and then the man confessed that the prize belonged to the group. Sadly, the court ordered Lopez to split the prize. Number 5. Billy Bob Harden. A Pentecostal preacher who worked as a warehouse employee at Home Depot. His prayers were answered when he won the jackpot of $31 million in 1997. At first, life was good. He bought a ranch, kept some other houses, and got a few new cars. But like many others who win the lottery, he simply couldn't say no when people asked him for money. Then he got divorced, lost everything, and eventually committed suicide. Number 4. Rhoda and Alex Toth. Alex and Rhoda won the Florida lottery jackpot in 1990. Over the course of 15 years, they were left destitute. According to the Tampa Bay Times, the couple filed for bankruptcy and were eventually charged with tax evasion by the IRS. Alex died before his case went to trial, and Rhoda eventually served 2 years in prison. Number 3. Andrew Jackson. In 2002, the West Virginia construction contractor Andrew took home the sum of $114 million after taxes in the multi-state Powerball drawing. That was perhaps his last stroke of good luck. After a year, he had already become an alcoholic. His granddaughter's boyfriend was found dead from an overdose in Jackson's mansion, and 6 months later, the young woman died from the same cause. 6 weeks after the discovery, his wife asked him for a divorce. And in 2007, Jackson reported that his bank accounts had been emptied through a series of fraudulent withdrawals. And in 2009, his daughter committed suicide. Number 2. Gerald Muswagon. In 1998, Gerald Muswagon won the Super 7 jackpot in Canada. He won no less than $10 million. But he spent it all in just 7 years, living the wild life. Years later, full of remorse, Muswagon hanged himself in his parents' garage. In 2005. Number 1. Abraham Shakespeare. This truck driver took home the grand prize of $31 million in Florida. He thought it was the beginning of a better life, but the opposite happened. First, he was accused by friends and family who demanded money from him. Then he was accused by a co-worker of stealing the winning ticket. And finally, he married Dory Moore, but later he discovered that she had stolen $2 million from him. And surprisingly, Shakespeare mysteriously disappeared. In 2010, his body was found and Dory appeared in the media crying over her partner and even claimed that he had been executed, but the police had not told anyone that he had died from a gunshot, and today she is behind bars.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If